Hey guys, this video is about the use of the runeword crescent moon on our previous dual dream videos. We have a recent question from Manuel. He's asking why we're using a crescent moon which gives negative 35% enemy lightning resistance, whereas you could have went for a plus 3 to all skills weapons such as the Heart of the Oak, which could have given you an extra 36% damage increase. Let's compare both weapons real quick. Crescent Moon doesn't have any plus to all skills, but it offers a negative 35 enemy lightning resistance. On the other hand, Heart of the Oak gives us a plus 3 to all skills. Holy Shock at level 30, which is the damage, which is the whole dual dream damage, level 30, it pulses between 1 and 600. So on average, it's 300 damage per second. Lightning Mastery multiplies this damage and adds it towards the damage. So at level 40, it multiplies and adds 518% towards that damage. Let's write it down here. Holy Shock level 30, 300 damage, 518%. If you multiply by 300 times 518 divided by 100 plus 300, our pulse damage, thanks to the lightning mastery, is now 1854. Now, if you add 3 extra skills by equipping, let's say, the Heart of the Oak, our new lightning mastery is at 554%. Multiplying 554 by 300, 4 times 300 divided by 100 plus 300 gives us 1962. What does that mean? If we plot, hang on, our damage at 300, Holy Shock, Dual Dream, at, let me just move this real quick. There we go. At level 40, we're pulsing around 1854 on average, and at level 43, we're pulsing on average damage of 19 and 62. The difference between 1854 and 1962 in percentage is actually only an increase of 5.8% compared to the original, what we have thought of an extra 36%. Now let's compare it real quick with the Crescent Moon. Crescent Moon, on the other hand, before we go there, let's understand how the enemy lightning resistance works. Basically, enemy lightning resistance, your damage is doubled at 100 enemy lightning resistance. What it means, if you have facets or skills which decrease the lightning resistance, if you reach 100%, it will double that damage. For example, if we're doing a damage of 1854 and we have equipment which can bring down the enemy lightning resistance by 100%, it'll double the 1854 times 2, 3708%. But we don't have 100% enemy lightning resistance. What we do have is the crescent moon, which gives us negative 35. So negative 35 is here. And instead of doubling, we only get an increase of 35%. So 1854 times 0.35 plus the original amount, 1854, 2502. What that means is 2504. This is a true 35% increase in our damage. The damage increase from 1854 to 2504, which is from the 35% crescent moon damage, is a true 35% increased damage. Whereas the damage, the 36% additive damage from 518 to 554 is only a true 5.8 increase in our damage. The numbers will be 2504 versus the 1962. That's the start of it. It gets more complicated once we're facing monsters with lightning resistance. An Oblivion Knight at Hell, for example, has a 60% enemy, 60% lightning resistance. So what does that mean for us? That means if the Oblivion Knight has a 60% damage resistance, if we can write it down today, 60, our damage is actually less. If we're doing, let's say, 1962 damage, and we don't, and the Oblivion Knight has a 60% resistance, we subtract 60% of the damage from 1962. We will only start doing our 1962 damage at this point if we have equipment which brings the enemy lightning resistance at 60, which explains why we have this Dusk Shroud. The Dusk Shroud by itself gives us a negative 20 enemy lightning resistance, coupled with the Crescent Moon. It gives us a total of negative 55 enemy lightning resistance. So the Oblivion Knight will only have a protection of around 10%. It gets more complicated when you add the lightning immune monsters, but I'm not gonna go through that for you guys. What I would, however, tell you is that if we are somewhere here, remember, at 55, so we're still short of around 55, 5% short. So we're still somewhere here. We're not dealing our true damage of 2504. It's less than 5%. In order for us to increase our damage, here's where the infinity goes. Infinity with the conviction aura increases our damage, decreases the enemy lightning resistance by 85%. 85% more. That's why Infinity is a very, very strong rune word. So from here, from this point, from -5, we go all the way to around 80% on the enemy lightning resistance. So that's an extra 80% damage, already including the Oblivion Knight's 60% natural, 60% lightning resistance. I know it's all confusing, but hopefully you guys get the point. It's been a very long video already. I came from work, and hopefully that works and it helps you by a little bit. And thank you all for watching. You have a good one. Bye.